ChatGPT 5 just dropped, and Sam Altman wasn't exaggerating when he called it a significant step along our path to AGI. The performance leap is absolutely mind-blowing. We're talking about an AI that helps cancer patients navigate life-or-death medical decisions, writes poetry that sounds genuinely human, and even free users get access to the most advanced model for the first time ever. But here's what really caught my attention. GPT-5 doesn't just answer questions anymore. It can actually take action and solve real problems. This isn't just an upgrade. It's like going from talking to a college student to having a PhD-level expert in every field on demand. Welcome back to BitBias.ai, where we bring you unbiased analysis of the latest AI developments. In this video, I'll break down everything from OpenAI's massive ChatGPT 5 launch event, and honestly, it exceeded every expectation. We're talking about an AI that can write heartfelt eulogies that sound human, generate interactive physics simulations on the fly, and even help cancer patients navigate complex medical decisions with unprecedented accuracy. Plus, for the first time ever, even free users get access to the latest model. So let's dive into why GPT-5 is the most significant AI release of 2025. Part 1. The smartest model OpenAI has ever made, from college student to PhD expert. Sam Altman described the evolution perfectly.
GPT-3 was sort of like talking to a high school student. With GPT-4, maybe it was like talking to a college student. But with GPT-5, now it's like talking to an expert.
But here's what makes this revolutionary. GPT-5 doesn't just answer questions, it can actually take action. OpenAI calls this software on demand, and it's a defining characteristic of the GPT-5 era. Need a birthday party planned? It'll write invitations and order supplies. Want to understand your health data? It'll analyze it and suggest questions for your doctor. We're talking about an AI assistant that generates solutions tailored to your specific needs in real time. Game-changing performance numbers. The benchmarks are staggering. GPT-5 achieved 74.9% on Python programming tests, a massive jump from GPT-4's approximately 69%. On multi-language coding challenges, it scored 88%, which OpenAI called a stark improvement over the previous generation. But it's not just coding. GPT-5 dominated mathematical reasoning on the American Math Competition, outperformed human experts on multimodal reasoning tests, and here's the kicker. It's OpenAI's most factual and accurate model to date. They specifically built new evaluations to track truthfulness because reducing hallucinations was a top priority. The result? An AI you can actually trust with important decisions, especially in sensitive areas like healthcare, where GPT-5 scored higher than any previous model on benchmarks developed with 250 physicians. If you're finding this breakdown valuable, please hit subscribe. It supports the channel and helps us bring you detailed analysis of every major AI release, so you stay ahead in this rapidly evolving space. The software on demand revolution. Here's where GPT-5 gets truly mind-blowing. In one live demo, they asked it to create an interactive physics simulation explaining the Bernoulli effect. Within 2 minutes, GPT-5 wrote nearly 400 lines of code and generated a fully functional web application, where you could adjust airspeed and wing angles to see how lift changes in real time. Another demo showed someone building a complete French learning app with flashcards, quizzes, and a custom snake-style game where a mouse eats cheese and speaks French words. The entire application, hundreds of lines of code, generated from a single detailed prompt in minutes. This isn't just coding assistance. It's like having an expert developer who works at superhuman speed and can bring any idea to life instantly. Part 2. Revolutionary features available now. Natural voice that sounds human. OpenAI's voice technology has reached a breakthrough point. GPT-5's voice is incredibly natural, almost indistinguishable from talking to a real person. Free users get hours of voice conversations. Paid subscribers get nearly unlimited talk time. And here's what's impressive. The voice follows complex instructions perfectly. In the demo, they said, "Answer me," using only one word, and asked it to describe pride and prejudice. The AI responded with a single word.
Relationships.
Asked for wisdom.
Patience.
Delivered in a sage tone. The voice can slow down for beginners learning Korean, speed up faster than native speakers, and seamlessly switch between languages. This opens up hands-free interaction that feels genuinely conversational. Personalities and deep customization. GPT-5 introduces personality customization, where you can adjust the AI's tone and style. Want it more supportive and friendly? Done. Prefer professional and concise? Easy. Even slightly sarcastic if that's your style. Plus, you can customize chat themes and colors, making ChatGPT feel more like your AI rather than a one-size-fits-all tool. Memory that actually works. The enhanced memory feature learns what's important to you over time and can now connect to Gmail and Google Calendar. In the demo, someone asked, "Help me plan my schedule for tomorrow," and GPT-5 pulled in actual meetings, suggested optimal times for marathon training, reminded about forgotten emails, and even compiled a packing list for an upcoming trip based on the user's travel preferences. All in one seamless response. Extended reasoning without the wait. GPT-5 automatically balances speed and reasoning, spending more time on complex problems and less on simple ones. You no longer have to choose between fast or smart. For straightforward questions, it responds instantly. For complex coding tasks, it takes a moment to think and delivers far superior results. Pro users get extended thinking mode for guaranteed extra deep reasoning when needed. Autonomous agent capabilities. GPT-5 can act as an agentic AI, breaking big tasks into subtasks, calling external tools, writing and executing code, and looping as necessary to reach goals. It can handle very complicated requests, working for many minutes with multiple tool calls to accomplish what you asked. This is AI that takes initiative. You tell it what you want, and it figures out the procedure to get there. Massive API enhancements for developers. The developer features are extraordinary. GPT-5 API includes 3 versions: full GPT-5, GPT-5 Mini, and legacy options. The new reasoning effort parameter called minimal lets you dial down thinking for ultra-low latency when speed is crucial. Custom tools now support free-form text input instead of rigid JSON, with structured output constraints using regex or context-free grammars. Tool call preambles let GPT-5 explain why it's using a tool before invoking it. Verbosity control gives you a simple knob to adjust response length. But here's the showstopper. GPT-5's context window is 400,000 tokens. That's roughly 300,000 words, or a 500-page book worth of text in a single prompt. Double the previous record, and GPT-5 is state-of-the-art at reasoning over extremely long documents. Part 3, Real-World Impact Stories, the cancer patient story. The most powerful demo came from an OpenAI employee and his wife Catalina, who shared how ChatGPT became crucial during her cancer diagnosis at age 39. When she received her biopsy report full of medical jargon, she was panicked and desperate to understand. She took a screenshot, pasted it into ChatGPT, and within seconds, it translated dense medical language into plain English she could grasp. Throughout treatment, she used ChatGPT to research and weigh critical decisions. When doctors were split on radiation therapy, she fed ChatGPT her case details. Within minutes, it provided a thorough breakdown that matched what doctors told her, but in much more detail, helping her feel informed and confident in her choice. Now with GPT-5, they're blown away by improvements. It's much faster while being very thorough, and feels like a thought partner that connects the dots. When analyzing her biopsy results, GPT-5 not only explained the report but anticipated context, identified missing information, and suggested specific questions for her doctor. It went beyond answering the literal question to understanding the real-life situation and providing holistic, actionable responses. Writing that sounds human. To demonstrate writing improvements, they gave both GPT-4 and GPT-5 the same creative task: write a heartfelt eulogy to previous ChatGPT models. GPT-4's attempt was decent but generic. GPT-5's version had noticeable rhythm and emotional depth, mentioning how older models helped millions write first lines, last lines, bridge language gaps, pass tests, argue better, say things they couldn't quite say alone. The difference was striking. GPT-5's prose felt more personal and emotionally resonant, less like AI and more like chatting with your high IQ friend who happens to write really well. Part 4. Safety and reliability, Breakthroughs. Safe completions beyond binary responses. GPT-5 introduces safe completions, a revolutionary approach to handling sensitive requests. Instead of simply refusing harmful prompts or complying with safe ones, GPT-5 tries to be as helpful as possible within safety constraints. For requests it can't fully support, GPT-5 provides partial answers, general explanations, or safer alternatives rather than blunt refusals. If it must refuse, it explains why and guides users towards safer solutions. The result is far fewer frustrating, "I'm sorry, I cannot assist" messages, and more constructive outputs that keep conversations flowing while maintaining safety. Conclusion. The AGI timeline accelerates ChatGPT-5 isn't just an incremental upgrade, it's a fundamental leap toward artificial general intelligence. From PhD-level expertise in every domain to software generation on demand, from human-like writing to life-changing medical guidance, GPT-5 demonstrates capabilities that were science fiction just months ago. But what's most striking is the accessibility. For the first time, even free users get the latest model. OpenAI is putting this transformative technology in everyone's hands because they believe it's that useful for work, learning, creativity, and more. The future roadmap suggests we're entering exponential advancement. With recursive self-improvement training methods, AI helping to build better AI, and models approaching expert-level performance across all domains, we're witnessing the acceleration toward AGI happening in real time. What aspect of ChatGPT-5 impressed you most? The coding capabilities, the medical applications, or something else entirely? Let me know in the comments, and if you want to stay ahead of the AI curve with detailed breakdowns like this, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We're covering every major AI development as it happens. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.